Hey guys, welcome back. The video you are watching is episode 8 of AgentBankrupt the first season. I've been putting a lot of effort into this project, so I think you'll really like this episode. So here it is, the long-awaited episode 8 of AgentBankrupt the first season. Today is the 8th of August, the 221st day of the year 2020, so that means there are 145 days left until 2021. This is episode 8 of AgentBankrupt the first season, and there are 7 more episodes of this season coming out every single Saturday, so subscribe if you're new so you can see my videos every single week, and it also supports the channel quite a bit. Last episode, I said that I got a new microphone. The audio quality was a major improvement from previous episodes, but still had a few problems. Since then, I have moved my recording equipment to a better room for recording, as well as bought a pop filter. These combined should take care of most of the audio problems. Also, the vote for the topic of my mini-series is still open, but is ending very soon. The final day to submit votes is August 10th, 2020, which is very soon if you're watching this close to the upload date, so go vote for that, a link is in the description. The weekly story this episode is a story about an interesting class that I had as a half-year elective in 8th grade. Around the end of summer 2019, all the students at my school had to go into the school and pick up their class schedules. The day doubled as the day that people can meet their teachers and know what materials they need for a class. On my schedule, I was listed for a class called Getting Set for 7th period. I had absolutely no idea what this class was, and neither did anyone who I talked to. Fast forward to the first day of school, I was just getting out of science class, and I went to the room where Getting Set would be. After everyone got there, we were informed that Getting Set was a placeholder name and that the real class was an elective about learning the Japanese language. The teacher was the new French teacher, and he explained that the old French teacher played the guitar as well as taught it as an elective. He, however, did not play the guitar, so he taught another language he knew, Japanese. Most of the class was quite mad because they didn't want to learn Japanese, and by the end of the first week, about half of the formerly 20-person class had left. The first month or so of the class was by far the most difficult. We had to learn the most basic of the Japanese writing styles called hiragana. We would learn about 15 of the hiragana characters 4 days a week, and then have a test on that week's Friday. I only know for certain that 2 of us ended up passing these tests, which were myself and a good friend of mine who was in that class as well. After we were done with hiragana, we had 2 vocabulary lists. One was of phrases, and one was of single words. When it came to the day of the test, I realized that class period that I had studied the single word list and that the test was actually on the phrases. My previously mentioned friend lended me his study sheet, and I managed to memorize the phrases in the 5 or so minutes that we had before the test. The last section of the very hard part of Japanese class was the Japanese numbers from 1 to 100, the months in a year, and the days of the month, which for some reason use a different numbering system than most other things. The test covering these 3 topics was by far the hardest in the class. The rest of the semester was a piece of cake in comparison. So that's the story for this week. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I read every single one. I also want to mention that I just might feature a viewer story in an upcoming episode of this series. The feature comment this week is from the 7th episode of AgentBankrupt the first season. This comment is from Thunder Productions. Thank you to everyone who commented on the last episode, it's very appreciated. To everyone watching this one, you can comment on this video and get yourself a chance to have the feature comment in the next episode of this series. The title of this video is Opening Back Up. This is a reference to the fact that many places, specifically in the United States of America, such as stores, schools, and bars, are discussing reopening to full hours despite the current pandemic. In case anyone was wondering, the title has a question mark because it is uncertain if this will actually happen or if it's just a marketing stunt. The puzzle this week was yet another one that was solved by the real Daryl. The puzzle was to find the pattern to the series of numbers shown, as well as the next number in the sequence. The pattern was to add increasing prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers that have no factors other than 1 and itself. The first few prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. As you can see, you were supposed to add 17 to 41 to get the next number, 58. Congratulations once again to the real Daryl. You now have 3 solves in a row. Once I manage to make my Discord server at 150 subscribers, you will get a special rank for being the Puzzle Master. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to cast your vote for what you want my mini-series to be. I'm really excited to make it. So goodbye for now, and I will see you in episode 9 of AgentBankrupt the first season.
Hey guys, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.